We're very excited. We get an opportunity to come and play our home opener in the Chiefs' Kingdom, and I know the fans will be fired up. The barbecue will be smelling real good, and players will be they'll be ready.
With one of your key sort of messages to Patrick in the offseason was just footwork, making sure that was more consistent with each sort of rep that he was given in the OTAs and training camp. It's 2 games, but where would you assess his footwork, and how much do you think that has played into his accuracy these first 2 weeks?
I think it helps out tremendously because now he's able to place the ball where he wants to. We always talk about pinpoint accuracy throws and making sure he's giving the receiver an opportunity to catch and run as well in our short to intermediate game. So I think his technique and his fundamentals in the pocket have been very good. I think Coach Kafka has done a heck of a job with him throughout the entire offseason, and he's still focusing on it as well.
What's it say for a quarterback to have pinpoint accuracy despite dealing with an ankle sprain, where you still need mobility in the pocket, but also that obviously is going to affect sort of what you can do with the ball?
When it's all said and done with, regardless of the position that anybody's playing, the only thing that you can rely on is your fundamentals. You know, one thing I always talk about with all our players, we got to have a consistent bend in our ankles, knees, and hips. If we're playing with that consistent bend, regardless of position, we're giving ourselves a chance to execute the job that we're being required to execute.
Where's your concern level at with the left side of the offensive line now that you know for sure that Eric Fisher is not going to be able to go for the
I'm not concerned at all. It's next man up. Coach Heck has done a heck of a job since we've been here. This is year 7, season 7 for us together. And injuries happen. But like I said in the past, we coach our starters not to get beat by our backup players. We coach our backup players to make sure that they're preparing themselves to be starters. So those guys are ready. They do a great job of communicating with one another. That group is very unique. The O-line room is always a unique room. So we roll.
Will be Cam this week? Is it good to say, or are you still figuring that out?
I think we're still figuring it out, but at the end of the day, all the guys are going to play. Whoever the next man up, that next position will fall right in line, and we're going to continue to do what we do.
What makes Pat so good against the blitz? Is it following him pre-snap? What part of his game makes him so good when teams blitzing?
His preparation is one that is uncanny. He spends a lot of time watching film. As a group, we've done a great job of making sure we stress the importance of over-communicating clarity with one another. So we understand that communication is the key to any successful relationship. At the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference what call we make. As long as we understand the route concept and we understand where our issues are in protection, we're good to go. And that allows him to go out there and play fast. But we have to be on the same page. And the communication aspect of it is very important. And that starts with the O-line, that starts with Ryder, with the center, and that continues with Pat.
Coach, these 2 elite young quarterbacks we're battling out with Pat and Lamar. Talk about what that does for the game of football.
You know what? It'll be an exciting atmosphere. Hell, it was an exciting atmosphere last year. But, I mean, I've watched Lamar Jackson when he was at Louisville. Obviously, we watched him up close in person. Watching him and just seeing the highlights of the things that he's done, I mean, hell, he's a hell of a player. We're blessed and fortunate to have one great kid as well that's playing that particular position. But at the end of the day, you know, we get paid to coach. Our guys get paid to play football. So we'll line up and go do what we do. And you know what? It's great for the league, but we do understand that, hey, we have a job to perform as well.
Could you talk a little bit about the defense? When you look at Baltimore, I think of Baltimore, they always have these tough defenses. And even though players have come and gone, how would you assess this year's defense?
I think Coach Harbaugh, Coach Wink, Coach Tisdale, Coach Wink, Martindale, they've done a heck of a job of building it since they've been there. And one thing that I do know is that everything starts up front. Those 4 D linemen, they get after it. And then everything falls right into place after that. They're a tough team. They've always been tough. That's who they are. It's a part of that division. It's a part of who Harbs is. That's just the makeup. So we don't expect anything different. We expect them to come out and play with that same type of toughness.
The second quarter you guys had in Oakland, could you sense that coming at all? That was
well,
happened there?
I'll say this. you never really want to come out and start the game off slow. But one thing I admire about our guys, I thought our guys did a great job of persevering through an adverse situation. It was a hostile environment. Everything wasn't going like we would want it to go in the beginning. But I thought our guys did a great job of remaining poised under pressure, okay? They weathered the storm, and then we decided, you know what? Turned it on, and we made the most of the opportunity moving forward. I think that was a good example of a team coming together. Now, did we end it like we would have wanted to? No. There's some things we still need to continue to clean up. But I'm proud of the fact that we handled the adversity as well as we did.
Have you ever been a part of anything like that, as intense as that was, as a player or as a coach?
You know what? I've been a part of a number of situations, and you know how it is. Every year your team takes on a different personality. So as great as a year we had last season, you know, there's still new faces in the building. So I thought it was one of those great team victories, whereas everybody within that locker room came together and found the poise, all right, to overcome the different obstacles that we needed to overcome and find a way to win.
Whose voice was that brought him together? Was it Pat giving him a battle cry, or, you know, when a team comes together, it's usually because somebody's saying something?
I'll say this, and now say this as long as I'm here. We got one of the great leaders in this industry. Coach Reed does a heck of a job. He allows these guys and all of us to let our personalities show. And one thing that we always stress, hey, you know what? Be you. Play within the system, but also, too, let's make sure that we go out and do the things that we're required to do. And that's to be at our best. And I thought our guys did a heck of a job of just remaining poised, playing calm under pressure, handling the adversity, and just plugging through.
I know you guys don't know for sure yet who you're going to have in the backfield, but when you look back through the tape of Oakland, what do you think maybe you guys can execute better to improve the run game?
There's plenty of things. Obviously, we didn't get the job done. You know, we got to play better up front, and our backs need to make sure that they're aligned properly, they're executing the proper footwork, and doing a great job of reading the play out. When it's all said and done, we'll fix it. We will fix it, but we have to be better.
When a team is trying to take away the run, I mean, do you still feel like you've got to keep at it and keep going, or with the way the passing game was working, is that not really a concern?
We're going to execute our offense. We run the ball and we pass it, so we don't get caught up in numbers. The only thing that matters is the alphabets, okay? And that's the W's and the L's. So the numbers don't matter. Yeah, we didn't execute as well as we would have liked to. But the most important thing is that we came together as a team. We found a way, as I would like to say, we found a way to drag our ass across the finish line together. That's the most important aspect of that win.
How has Tyreek just been guiding both McCole and DeMarcus? DeMarcus obviously had a good game last week, but he's now been seen without a sling, like playing with those guys in the locker room. Just where is he at?
Well, first of all, Tyreek has a beautiful personality. If Tyreek could be out there, trust me, he would be out there right now. But as far as the energy that he brings in the room, not only in the classroom, but also out on the field, he also brings a professionalism. And having Tyreek around, it benefits everyone in that room. And so he's watching those guys. He's also being judgmental. He's also coaching them, making sure they see the things that he's seeing. Because we understand that, and I'll say this, we got a great group of young men in that room. Those guys like each other. They play for one another. They understand the importance of what it means to be accountable. So those guys get it. So it's a unique atmosphere to watch. And the young guys, McCole, he gets it because he doesn't want to let a Tyreek Hill down or a Sammy Watkins down. So those are the things that I enjoy just from afar.